So with all of the craziness surrounding Balenciaga right now, which I know you have heard of unless you live under a rock, have we ever wondered, what does the name Balenciaga actually mean? Balenciaga. Bel is my king. Wow. For those of you who don't know, Bel is the deity in the Bible that young children were sacrificed to, amongst other things. So the name Balenciaga actually means Bel is king, and Bel happens to be the god in the Bible that children are sacrificed to, and the fashion brand Balenciaga just happened to feature young children in what is clearly to be a very inappropriate, exploitative, pedo-like nature, all of which Balenciaga claimed was unintentional and basically an accident. And it must have no direct correlation with Bel and child sacrifice, even though in their photo shoot, they featured caution tape that's supposed to say Balenciaga, but is spelled with 2 A's, which spells Bel. I hope the doubt has been completely removed from people's minds of what exactly is going on here, especially in the sight of even more undeniable proof and evidence like this. This is top designer for Balenciaga, Lada Volkova. She's holding 2 dolls, which obviously represent babies covered in blood, her hands covered in blood. I wonder what that represents. I wonder what that's supposed to depict. Here's another photo from that same exact designer, a post from her Instagram. A young child that is bound, duct taped to a chair, being forced to listen or to hear or to watch something. Same exact designer, a baby holding up a skull. You know exactly what that represents. Death, destruction, evil, wickedness. What in the world is this what else is this supposed to depict? Still not convinced? How about a little more? Same exact designer, a young child taking a bite out of an apple that is filled with what seems to be razor blades. Now we know what the apple represents. Sin, evil, rebellion against God. And the last photo that I would show, but I won't because it's just too graphic, really just takes the cake. I hope it is very clear what type of agenda Balenciaga is pushing, purposely pushing. And you might ask, what would make somebody so sick, so twisted, so perverted? What's really behind all of this? To answer your questions, here are more photos from that same designer. The devil made her do it. And here's another from her Instagram page, clearly a satanic ritual. Now, we all know Kim Kardashian. She is one of the biggest endorsers that Balenciaga has. And, you know, it took her an entire 6 days to respond to all of the outrage going on. Her excuse was that she was waiting to talk to Balenciaga about this, you know, before she responded. Now, I can accept that, but I don't really buy it. But I give you the benefit of the doubt because it was still very early. It took you a whole 6 days to respond, but it was still very early. But now, in the light of all of the rest of this evidence that has come out that clearly reveals to us these people know what they are doing, what this company is involved in is very evil, twisted, perverted, sick, disgusting, and completely unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Now I want to know where she stands with this reevaluation. I don't think it was sincere. I think it was as sincere as Balenciaga's apology and excuse was that we know now was a complete lie. So many pieces of the puzzle has come together now. They intentionally did what they did. And so now I want to know, not just you, Kim Kardashian, but every single entertainer, singer, model, actress that endorses this brand, that has any affiliation with this brand. We want to know what you're going to do about it now. Because some of y'all know what's going on. Some of y'all probably don't know what's going on. Some of y'all know what's going on, but you just turn a blind eye to it because you just care about the benefits and the rewards. You care about the free clothes. You care about the fashion parties. You care about the endorsements and the money and the attention that it gives you and the status that it gives you. And you turn a blind eye to the evil that's going on. But maybe you just didn't know how sick it was. Maybe you just really didn't know how bad it was, especially you entertainers that have children. But now that all of this is coming out, we're going to need an answer. I want to know what you're going to do because you're accountable now. If you didn't know, you're accountable now. Some of y'all do know. Some of y'all know exactly what's going on and you're involved with it. But for those of you, for you entertainers that don't know, we need answers. We need you to answer. We want to see you separate yourself. Now that you are aware, we want to see you separate yourself from these brands and hold them accountable. Not just Balenciaga, but all of them. We want to see what you're going to do. And you know who you are. You know who you are. We want answers. What are you going to do? What type of person are you really? What do you really stand for? What are your morals? What side of the fence do you stand on? They need to be put out of business. These people need to be prosecuted. Everybody that's involved. And we, the people, have the power. We, the people, have to speak up, make our voice known, and demand answers and prosecution for what's going on. Not just Balenciaga, but all of these companies and all of you celebrities. We want answers. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now?